power of Google, where I'll be researching random things to kind of figure out what the truth is and what's not true. Um, for anybody watching this for the first time, I have absolutely no political affiliations. I've never voted, completely uninformed, except from what I hear from other people. So, the most controversial topic that I can start this series with is obviously going to be Trump. All right, I don't know anything about Trump other than he's the president, and I hear shit all the time from both sides, just random remarks. So I kind of want to look into it myself because I don't know. I'm kind of curious, and it's a pretty good way to start this series. So I've heard Trump is racist. So here we go. Trump is racist. And we're gonna open up another tab. Trump is not racist. All right. Now let's pull up some from this side. Okay. 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 The top 4 links approximately. Let me look if there's anything else here. I'll take this one too. I'll take this one. Okay, coolio. And then we have here. And Trump is not a racist. Okay, boom. There's a Wikipedia on it. I'll check that out. Man, Trump called my African American. Okay. And there's Twitter. Interesting. We'd have to go to page 2. Real racists are those who call Trump racists. All right, that seems pretty controversial. Let's pull it up. All right, we're gonna go one by one. Hold on. Leave me alone. Hey, no. Unblock ads. Okay. Leave me alone. What? No, I'm not gonna do this. Let me watch. You're not gonna let me in? All right, this is bullshit. Fuck that. Okay, here we are. I'm not gonna hit play on you because I don't know. It's them presidential candidates lie when they claim Trump is a racist. This is Roy Murdoch. I don't know who that is. We know that Donald Trump's a racist, but there is no red badge of courage for calling him that. He claimed that America has a president that can't condemn white supremacy. Okay? Anyone who supports Trump's immigration policies is supporting racism. The only people, though, who actually buy into this president's hateful rhetoric around immigrants are people who don't know any. Okay. Are there any quotes of what he said? I don't know what HBCUs are. Okay. 25 or more instances in which Trump condemned racism, denounced white nationalism, attacked anti-Semitism, applauded Jews, embraced blacks, praised Muslims, and preached national unity and love amongst Americans from coast to coast. Well, damn. All right, I don't see any source here particularly on this. I'm gonna bring this up in a way that you guys can kind of see it. There. All right. Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention. Beyond this, Trump repeatedly spoke about national unity. Every day of my presidency will strive to give every child of every background, every race, religion, creed the best chance to reach that beautiful American dream. Okay, those are just his words, though. I'm curious if policy-wise, like what his policies are, because I don't really care necessarily that much about his character. I mean, he seems like a blundering idiot from what I've noticed, and he seems to say things without thinking about them. But what about his policies? Because honestly, I'm pretty sure that's what matters when it comes to the presidency. Not that I know much, all right, but an oral history of Trump's bigotry. Okay, the first quotation from Donald Trump to ever appear in the New York Times came October 16, 1973. All right, this is a little far fetched. Okay, it's fucking 2019. That's 27, 30, 46 years ago. Okay. Okay. When Donald and Ivana came to the casino, the bosses would order all the black people off the floor. Okay, that seems rather racist. And he placed ads for the I don't know. Are there sources for this? He placed ads calling for the execution of 5 black, young, and Latino men accused of rape who were later shown to be innocent. Well, if they were later shown to be innocent, all right, people do that now. People on the left do that. It doesn't really matter, like, the side of their view or whatever, you know. Um, if they're later shown to be innocent, when they're not innocent, I mean, even the left right now will call for people to fucking die if they're accused of rape. So that doesn't seem. And I don't think it matters that they were black particularly. But all right. You don't want to live with them either. Again, 1973. This is so old. Like almost everybody, like 1973, tons of people were fucking racist. I don't want to live with them either. Okay, so Fair Housing Act. Interesting. Ah, okay. Sorry, I'm kind of reading this kind of quick. Okay, so basically, he had a settlement. Trump had a settlement launched against him because he wasn't allowing black people to rent houses or rent apartments in his building. He was turning the black people away. I mean, that's discriminatory against black people. I completely agree with that. There, but this is 1973, right? Like people change. I mean, again, I don't know. All right, I don't really care too much about this. They don't look like Indians to me. Okay. Huh. Interesting. So he launched the charge of corruption towards Native American casinos. And then when asked for the evidence, he said the FBI has it. He seems he's just a little bit full of shit there. So we'll see we'll see what's up with that. Um all these quotes are so like our very vicious world. That's very like I don't know. Seems like an out of context quote. Strange. He doesn't have a birth certificate. Our current president came out of nowhere. The people who went to school with him, they never saw him. They don't know who he is. That statement, made at the February 2011 Conservative Political Action Conference, marked the launch of Donald Trump's public efforts to sow doubt as to whether President Barack Obama had been born in the United States. Birtherism had been festering for several years before Trump embraced it. Yeah, I mean, other people said that all the time. You know, it wasn't just Trump exclusively. All right, anyway, let's keep going. Trump made a textbook definition of a racist comment. All right. I mean, this doesn't say anything, though. Delivered a harsh rebuke of the recent comments made by President Donald Trump about an Indiana-born judge with Mexican heritage who is presiding over a lawsuit about Trump University. But he didn't say anything. Did this guy say it?
I disavow these comments. I regret those comments that he made. I don't think the textbook definition of a racist comment. But do I believe that Hillary Clinton is the answer to solving these problems? We do with her. But
huh. He said, yeah, I mean, he said that it was a textbook definition of racism, but what the hell is the comment? There's no link to the comment here, so I can't, like, what? All of these seem completely out of context. Okay, so let's see. He calls Haiti, El Salvador, and African nations shithole countries. Well, my mom is from El Salvador, and I've been to El Salvador. So at least speaking on this front, I haven't been to Haiti, and I've only been to Egypt. Having been to El Salvador, and having much experience with El Salvador, it's kind of a shithole country, right? So I mean, I don't see that as racist in particular. Like, maybe not particularly nice towards the people in those countries to just blatantly say it out loud, but I don't see it to be racist. Wow, is that what this is about? That's literally what this is about. This whole article is about that. That one quote. Okay, that's dumb. Oh, does he speak here? Or is this gonna be like another...
Hey, Phil, and John brought up the one brand that you wrote earlier this summer that
moment of color after them. These congresswomen are racist. The president did say in July was plainly racist, and a lot of news organizations, including the Washington Post, called it such. And if he were...
Okay, but I don't hear Trump speaking. I don't want to take things out of context. Trump is not a racist. What? Okay. So he told people to go back to where they came from. Doesn't seem particularly racist. I mean, yeah, he was very... don't get me wrong, I think Trump is extremely insensitive. But, none of this seems like racist. It just seems more like offensive, and people are trying to make a leap. We're probably gonna have to do 2 episodes on this. Trump is a huge topic. Okay. Alright, I'm still a little confused. Only about half of Americans feel that Trump is a racist. Alright. Like, look, my personal thing is I don't know very much about his immigration policies. I don't think that the whole camps at the border are cool. I mean, there's a lot of deaths and stuff, but I don't think it's racist. I mean, he wants people to come in legally. Any country wants people to come in legally, except countries with open borders, but, you know. Alright, I mean, that's it for this one, so let's just go here. The real racists are... I mean, this is a conservative article, but whatever. Let's check it out. Mr. Trump rarely uses racial categories in his speech or tweets. Ah, okay. It is Democrats and liberal media who routinely characterize individuals and groups by race and issue race-based denunciations of large parts of American polity. Ah, I see. Okay. This is like the whole reverse racism argument that because Trump is white and a lot of his followers are white, people just label him racist right off the bat because they're white, so they don't have the ability to speak on race. So I shouldn't be able to speak on race either. Interesting. Okay, so Trump had said, while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood, or maybe Michael said this, while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood in Chicago, he commented that only black people could live that way. But since that was not a speech or a tweet, and since the public version of Trump's attack on Baltimore did not actually use the term black people, neither qualifies as a racist remark, and we would just have to believe Michael Cohen, which I don't feel like he's a very trustworthy character, on this particular comment. Okay. He claimed a Mexican-American judge is unfit to do his job on the basis of his identity. I mean, I'm not sure what case he was residing over, but if he's residing over... It depends. You know, I can kind of see why he might say that. Certain judges aren't going to be objective towards certain people, you know? Like, a Cuban judge might not be by the book towards some Cuban refugee that just fucking paddled over here from Cuba, you know what I mean? Okay. This is really random. Okay, I'm not really 100% sure what's going on in this article anymore. It kind of went off the rails, but I don't know. I want to see specifically, like here, Trump Oh, I kind of need to leave actually, but I want to, for tomorrow, we're gonna look up Trump's racist remarks, something like this. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Here, Fox.com, whatever. We're gonna go through these and we're gonna see if we can find his racist remarks. Because for today, I didn't really see specifically his racist remarks. So, like, and the ones that I did were out of other people's mouths, or that one guy on whatever news channel that was saying what Trump said was very racist, but I didn't hear what Trump said himself, so I'm very confused about this. Like, none of these articles were particularly good in my opinion, neither from the left nor from the right. They weren't citing specifically what he said, or like putting his tweet there, or like putting things there that could show me what they were talking about. They were just like, oh, what Trump said was racist, what Trump said was not racist, rah 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 rah, and nobody was actually putting any kind of facts or like hard evidence there. So we're gonna have to do some more digging.